Welcome to the Inquiry Theory. I'm Micah.
And I'm Ethan.
Ethan, what are we doing today?
We're doing a Navigate the Noise.
Our favorite thing to do.
Yes.
We don't record these much, but here we are.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We love navigating that noise.
Yes. So, Ethan, what is it that we are doing? What is this Navigate the Noise?
So this Navigate the Noise topic, once again off of Ground News. The title of the topic is Boulder Fire Attack Suspect Solomon charged with federal hate crime. So Boulder being in Boulder, Colorado, Solomon being the name of the suspect who
apparently
people threw Molotov cocktails into a bunch of people.
So the straightforward facts of the matter is a suspect named Solomon threw Molotov cocktails into a pro-Israel protest. They're protesting that Hamas still has I almost said refugees. They still have hostages. That's the word. That's the correct word. They still have hostages, and so they're protesting that. He got mad, threw Molotov cocktails in. I mean, it's a hate crime. He admitted it. He said he's been planning it for a year now. He's been trying to do something like that.
Oh, wow. Premeditated.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's cut and dry. It's a hate crime. He did it. That's what happened. But now what we're going to see is we're going to see the media get in there and do what they do and twist and,
I wonder how long he aged that Molotov cocktail.
Right. He probably used Bacardi 151.
Yeah, right. 1 year barrel aged Molotov cocktail.
Right. Only the good stuff. So, on that note, nobody died.
That's good.
Nobody died. There were 8 injured, mild to severe burns, but they were all like 52 to 88. So this was, an older crowd. They probably weren't really up to any of those shenanigans that the youngins get into when they protest.
Right.
Protest, riot, who knows? But no, this is probably just a peaceful protest.
Right. Yeah. So obviously this is a controversial subject, topic, right? So what we like to use Ground News because it breaks it up into a bias comparison, which is what we have in front of us and what we're going to kind of talk about, and we'll let you guys form your own opinions and maybe dig a little deeper if you want to, but
we're not going to tell you why he did what he did or what any of it means. We're just we told you what it is, and we will break down what the sides seem to be taking and what they're trying to go with. So, first things first, I think it makes more sense if we cover the right on this. So the right is looking at this because apparently this guy was an illegal immigrant. He overstayed a visa and then got a work application after that. So by definition, he should not have been here. Plain and simple. So the Trump administration is running with that, going, look, because of Biden's shortcomings, because of their failure in policies, because this happened during his administration when the guy overstayed his visa, we had this issue and this tragedy happened. So it's Biden's policy's fault. They should be held accountable. Look, we're doing a fantastic job with immigration. If this was us, we would have kicked him out, blah, 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 blah. That's the right position. They're focusing a lot on the illegal immigrant status. And the left is critiquing that. So they don't really have their own identity of this attack, but they're going like, hey, you're not focusing on what this is anti-Semitism. You're leaning too heavily into politicizing this. You're making this an issue. It's an anti-Semitism issue. We need to figure out how he got radicalized and so forth and so forth. Like that's kind of what their point is. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's interesting to see that dynamic.
It is. Yeah. Yep.
Because I mean, they're not necessarily wrong. Had the immigration laws been followed, the guy wouldn't have been here. This attack wouldn't have happened. But I think the left has a point too. They're pretty valid. They're going, "Hey, why are you focusing? You're making this a political issue when we need to be calling out anti-Semitism."
Right.
So, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of the two. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much cut and dry. It's a shorter article. It's a shorter thing. I don't know. I'd be a bit remiss to sit here and say that this is an illegal immigration issue, or it's just an illegal immigration issue, or just an anti-Semitism issue. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on the whole comparison there?
I mean, I understand why both sides would say what they're saying. Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously horrible that it happened, but I feel like looking for the root issue is important, right? Which anti-Semitism seems to be the root issue and the provocation behind it.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm concerned because the left, I think they were so close to kind of like the real root of it is anti-Semitism. But I'm concerned that the left is going to do what they've been doing with a lot of things and just like like they're on point, and then they're like, Trump.
Right.
We don't like Trump. And it's like, okay, you had me, and now you're making it about Trump and you're trying to criticize him, which, don't get me wrong, you should criticize it when it's legit, but like, you were so close. Don't misfocus. Don't make everything about Trump.
Right.
So close. And then the right, I'm also kind of, I understand where they're coming from. Like, yeah, had the guy not been here, this would not have happened. But
I mean, it still could have, though.
I'm saying this specific example,
this specific person, no, he would not have.
He would
not
have done this,
right? Which is pretty obvious. I mean,
yeah. So it's like, you're right. It's a legal immigration thing, but this also doesn't play into their border, the southern border issue,
right?
Because
exactly.
He overstayed a visa,
right?
Like,
and
he wasn't an asylum-seeking illegal immigrant,
right? And what's his ethnicity?
Yeah, Egyptian,
right? So he didn't even come, So yeah, it's. Yeah.
So yeah, it's the media's muddying the water. The left and the right are muddying the water. It's it's a hate crime. Call it out as a hate crime. Say what it is. You don't need to get there and go turn it into a bigger issue for immigration control, or turn it into a bigger issue of why Trump's missing the mark on things. Like, I mean, come on, people. Why can't we just call it what it is, see what it is? So, but that's our take.
It's a hate crime. Don't hate.
Yeah. There you go.
Simple as that.
Thank you, Ethan. Profound.
Yeah, right.
Someone should have told this guy that.
Go figure. That was very complicated. I know, but I'm glad you guys followed me.
Yes. So that's our take on it. That's our opinion. That's also our kind of summary of how the media is spinning it.
Right.
Take that as you will. We encourage you to go read the article yourself, do your own research. Don't just take what we're saying as face value. Once again, if you go to Ground News, it's Boulder fire attack suspect Solomon charged with federal hate crime. Should be able to come up pretty quick. And
if you want to broaden your perspectives, Ground News is a good place to start.
Yes. Ground News. And but thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.